Guys, it's FPR Geek here and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing another player review and it is around the English hero Joe Cole. He is a 5'9", as you can see. He's got high medium work rate and he has the 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot. He's right footed. He can play a lot of really cool positions actually. He's one of these cards that can play multiple positions, which is really nice. He can play right wing, right mid, cam and left wing, so really great for squad building. Yeah, that's already a really big plus for Joe Cole. Looking at his base card stats, they look really nice across the board, especially for that cam position, which is where we are going to be playing him today. So getting into his attributes now, he does have 89 acceleration, which is really nice, 85 finishing, 87 long shots with 81 shot power, which isn't too bad. The 89 vision, which is really nice, 87 crossing, 86 free kick accuracy, 87 short passing, 87 balance. He's got 91 ball control, 92 dribbling with 82 stamina is also quite nice. So yeah, really great stats across the board in his attributes. The hero profile there, and the player traits, which he's got flair, outside foot shot and technical dribbler, all really nice traits. Obviously the outside the foot shot trait is always the most important one, because in this year's FIFA, outside the foot shots and travellas are ridiculously overpowered. So if we're looking at getting, expensive card, make sure they've got the outside the foot shot, because it will, it adds so much value to each card. Okay, so getting into the gameplay now. As you can see, this is the team we did play him in. A really nice squad with Nkunku, Coman, Anthony as sort of the front three that we did play him around. So we played a 4-2-3-1 formation. We did play 7 games with him. We scored 6 goals, got 4 assists, and we were playing him in that cam position with the Hunter chemistry style. So yeah, I thought it was a really nice team to put him in. A lot of pace around him, just so we can get the best out of him and the best out of his passing ability for sure. Linking up with the likes of Coman and Nkunku and Anthony, all really fast, really agile players. So yeah, overall, Joe Cole was a really nice card to use in game. I really enjoyed him. And getting into his pros now, his dribbling is the first one. I thought his dribbling was really nice. He didn't feel like Messi level dribbling. You'd think with that 90 dribbling stat, you'd think he'd have absolutely incredible dribbling in this game. But I don't know, it was really good. It just didn't feel, absolutely insane. But it's still, obviously still a pro. It still felt, around, 87, 88. So it was really high, but it just didn't quite feel 90. But obviously, it's not going to be a problem in game. It's still a pro. It's still really nice in game. But yeah, I did enjoy him on the ball. Then his passing was amazing. I loved his passing in game, whether it was, short passing, long passing, crossing. Overall, all of his passing stats, he was really nice. As I did play him in that cam position, I did utilise his passing the most out of probably any of his stats. So yeah, I thought his passing was really, really nice in game. And then, as I said before, multiple positions is his next pro. Obviously, playing him in multiple positions in other formations, just so you can fit in other cards you want in game, is actually a massive pro. Just to be able to play him on either side of the wing, just in case, so if you love like a certain left winger, say you love using Human Son, then you've got Cole to play on the other side, or vice versa, you love Anthony, you can play Cole as left wing, or in my instance, I actually played him cam. So there's a lot of versatility with this card, which is really nice, and it actually is such a big pro to your whole squad. Obviously, when we're reviewing a player, we're reviewing him in a team. We're seeing how he works in a team, and this is actually a massive pro for him because you can fit in more of the players you love in game, so it makes this card a lot more valuable in my opinion. And then links, obviously a massive one. He's in the Premier League, he's English, he can link up with so many cool players. I have Tomori in this team and he's English, so he actually managed to get him that 3rd chemistry link, which was really nice. So yeah, being English is really awesome. There's a lot of good English players in this game, and obviously Premier League is the most popular league in the game, so links is obviously a pro. Cons, again, just cons. So obviously I haven't really spoken about his pace because I think that his pace was just good enough. Like, it didn't feel crazy. It was decent in game. It didn't feel rapid. That's why it's not a pro. But yeah, getting into his cons, it would have to be the first one, his shooting. Although it was good in game, I've put it down as a con because I usually put cons down whether they don't represent their stats, so it's almost like false advertising, but it's still good in game, don't get me wrong. It just didn't quite feel that 84 on his card. It was a little bit inconsistent, a little bit inaccurate at times. I think it must have been to do with his shot power as well. What is his shot power? 81. So 81 in game, you'd think it would be really nice, and with the 85 finishing as well. But for me, it just wasn't insane. Like, I'm reviewing Harry Kuehl after this video actually, and his shooting was ridiculous. And I think, well, I think his shooting stats are like a lot better, but like the comparison, it's crazy. Like the stats aren't even that much different, and yeah, it's crazy how much better Harry Kewell was at shooting than Joe Cole. But yeah, Joe Cole, although it was good, it just wasn't, you know, for the price tag of 220, it was at 225,000 coins. I was expecting a lot more from Joe Cole, especially with a really nice shooting stat in game. I mean, it still can do the job. You can still, you know, Travella from anywhere, but I guess that you can with any player. But yeah, I still found his shooting quite nice in game. It, as I said, just wasn't as good as I thought it was. And then his pace, oh yeah, his pace is a con. It felt, again, the exact same as his shooting. It just didn't quite feel that, you know, stat on his card. I think with players who aren't lengthy, basically, if they're under that, you know, 90 pace, they've got to, for some reason, they just feel a lot slower in game, especially obviously over a long distance because it's the explosive run style. So he does feel quite quick off the mark, but then if you're ever trying to, you know, break through on goal with him, he's gonna struggle. That's why I didn't actually play him in right wing or left wing at all, just because his pace was a little bit of a letdown. It kind of felt like an 85-86 pace in total. So yeah, that was a little bit let down for me. Fun fact, I'm going to give him an 8 just because he felt really nice in game, but he doesn't have those 5+ skill moves, so it's not a fun, like a really fun card. He's not really rapid. He's just, you know, a solid card that's going to get the job done in that cam position. And value for coins, an 8, just because 225,000 coins is quite a lot of money, so I can't really give him, you know, much higher than an 8. You're spending a lot of money on this guy. I think if I was to compare him, he feels very similar to FPR, and FPR, in my opinion, is just as good. I think they're very similar, but I think coin-wise, obviously you're going to get a lot more value for coins with FPR. And then overall rating, I have given him an 8.5, just because I did really enjoy him, and I think he was a great player in game. But I think for the value for coins, there are better cards out there. But if, you know, he works in your team, as I said, you can play him a lot of different positions. That's maybe where you're paying for Joe Cole, and that's where obviously FUT heroes are going to be expensive. They're harder to pack, so you know what, and it's quite cool to use Joe Cole in game. As always, FUT Champs ready. Most of the cards I use are pretty much FUT Champs ready because I review, you know, players who are going to be good in game. And then going into what the card felt like: pace 86, dribbling 88, shooting 80, defending 51, passing 88, and physical 72. So this is kind of what I felt like in game. Obviously, we've gone through, you know, the reasons why they feel like that already. But yeah, that's just kind of how I felt. Obviously, he's gone down pace by 2, dribbling down by 2, shooting down by 4. His passing's gone up by 2, and then his defending and physical have stayed the same. So overall, he's kind of gone down quite a lot from what he feels like in game. So yeah, a little bit disappointing with Joe Cole, although I did really enjoy him and I probably would use him again. Yeah, it didn't feel, you know, the stats in game basically. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out my other player reviews I've already done. Let me know which one, what player you want to see next. And don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe and the bell notification so you get notified when my videos go live. And I'll catch you next one.